Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bumpin' Sessions, episode 2. And we're going to talk a little about Lil Wayne today. Wayne is finally free. It's over. Universal Music Group, Cash Money. After 4 years of legal battles, Lil Wayne is $10 million richer. And he's free. Free to do as he pleases. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, in late 2014, around Carter 4 era, they pushed back Carter 4, and Wayne was publicly saying he wanted off Cash Money. Mm-hmm. So he sued them like a week later for like 51 mil that he wanted him and Young Money out to stand on his own. But now, 4 years later, he didn't get the 51. Who really thought he would get the 51? Mm-hmm. Here he is. Carter 5, coming this fall.
September, I think.
21st, they're saying, but you never know.
We'll see.
So what's your take on Wayne finally being free to do as he pleases?
I think the release of the Carter 5 is the biggest thing about this whole thing. I think it's been held hostage pretty much for the past 4 years.
I agree.
And
honestly, Wayne's been held hostage as an artist.
Yeah, and we've been getting such little tiny bits of him, throughout the time, and it's like,
let's not forget, during this whole ordeal,
mm-hmm.
Wayne put out an album.
He did. The Free Weezy album.
Yeah, that title exclusive shit.
Yeah.
And the title exclusive, to me, it's like, everyone's not going to hear that. That's one thing I hate about exclusives, but it's cool to have stuff that's exclusive to a platform.
It was on Spotify for 2 days. Shout out to Spotify for that. It's the only reason why I heard it.
I remember that. I remember you were so tight when it went on Tidal.
2 days later, they had made it a
but,
title exclusive.
Did you know? Birdman had the audacity, of course, to sue Tidal and Jay-Z for that album. He sued Tidal and Jay-Z for $50 million.
For what? Not having any...
They said they didn't have the licensing to put Wayne on Tidal. Yeah.
So that's the type of businessman that Birdman
That's
is.
the type of guy Birdman is.
That's bad. That's bad.
All
No
right.
wonder why. Look at Manny Frazier. He's a washed-up drug dealer producer now.
In 1993, Little Slim signed his first deal and recorded his first album with Birdman. And honestly, that shit sounds like it could have been played in 2002. That is some ahead of its time shit.
Yeah, but that's Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
You can't give...
It was all Manny Fresh.
It's all Manny Fresh.
Anyway, what happened to Little Slim? He left Cash Money after, I think, it was 3 albums, I think. I'd have to check.
I think it was 3.
He left because of disputes over royalties.
Sounds like some Birdman business.
Sounds like some Birdman business.
Yeah.
And UNLV, that,
UNLV, yeah.
the group that New Orleans bounced, those guys. Old heads are probably ashamed of us right now, the way we don't know this shit.
Yeah.
Alright, he did the same exact thing to them.
Yeah.
One of them, I think, got shot. One of them is dead. Yellow Boy dead. The other 2, they're still doing stuff. But anyway, what happened after them? Juvenile.
Mm-hmm. Another one. Lawsuits. Sued.
BG. Turk,
always, they were vocal about it in the music, how much he screwed them over.
And Wayne was his son. You figured he wouldn't do it to Wayne.
He would.
But as a patent here, he did it to Wayne.
He did. But Wayne made up with him. Wayne.
You know what it is? He has that vulnerable father figure, emotional type thing over him.
Yeah, still. That's some pattern,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Maybe Wayne being an artist that just at this point just wants control of his shit, he got it. Yeah. He had to make up with him. He's not owned by him anymore. He did what he wants.
He's a free man.
He's a free man.
You know another thing Weezy did for Birdman? He kept Birdman relevant. You think Birdman would have been relevant in 2006?
Yeah.
Without Weezy?
No way.
Come on now.
Without Weezy, and Weezy did it without Manny too.
Yeah. I mean, Weezy went out into the world and became a legend.
Weezy could have been free this whole time.
Like that New Orleans, he left that small New Orleans South guy world and
became a megastar. He is a legendary rapper. He is arguably one of the GOATs of hip hop.
All right, but this
arguably.
All right, he kept him relevant. He kept Birdman relevant. But I feel Drake and Nicki for a while there, they kept Wayne relevant. I'm talking from anyone who was a fan and wasn't blown up as a rapper from like 2006 to 2010. They were influenced by Wayne. And if you say you weren't, you're a fucking liar. I'm sorry. But around like we said about Eminem last night, around like 12, 13, I feel he took a step back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The act got stale.
Did he, or was he just didn't have the creative, control?
I'm talking before the ordeal happened with UMG. Yeah, they kept Drake and Nicki. They kept Wayne relevant, whatever.
I don't know.
But the kicker, you want to hear the kicker of all this?
Let's hear it.
Birdman made all the money off of it.
Yeah.
Birdman made all...
I believe it.
What was I reading this morning when I was doing my homework? I'm going to go into my notes. Go into my notes on this one. I'm going to go into my bag, as the kids say.
Going in my Birdman bag.
Going in my Birdman bag.
I don't have a Birdman bag. I have a Manny Fresh bag.
Okay. UMG used the money that Drake and Nicki made that was supposed to be like going to Wayne or something like that. They used that money to cover Birdman's debts.
That's terrible. That's terrible. One of the.
In 2016, let's make sure. Let's stat check real quick. Make sure it was 16.
Okay.
I don't feel confident about 16. 16. All right, I should have been confident. UMG gave Young Money Records a $100 million advance for recording purposes and promotion.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how much of that money Birdman pocketed?
How much?
70. Wayne took him to court over it.
Wow.
In court.
That's not right.
This is a win for Team Weezy over there.
Yeah.
So, in court, they asked Birdman to give like a detailed presentation, I guess, of how the $100 million was divided and spent.
Mm-hmm.
And he had nothing.
Wow.
And Team Weezy won that one.
Really?
Team Weezy won that in court. I don't know if Wayne got his money, but...
Yeah, probably had to spend enough of it to get that money, too.
Of course.
That's terrible. And I feel like Wayne being a good businessman, everybody wanted to be over there. Everybody wanted to work with Young Money.
Remember, Jay Mills went over there?
A lot of people did, bro.
Corey Guns, Tyga.
Lloyd towards the end.
Remember Bow Wow went over there?
I don't remember that.
Bow Wow went over there?
Lloyd, though, was 100% Young Money.
Was he?
100%.
I don't remember.
Yep, they picked up Lloyd. They had a nice little roster. They did.
My question for you now is, where does Wayne fit in the game today, modern day?
Modern day.
2018. Think about it. He's almost 20 years in the game.
Yep.
He's a vet in this shit.
Question to you: did you hear the song with him and Swiss Beats?
I did not bump the new Swiss album. No.
I feel like that song is a great example of how he would fit in the game now. Mm-hmm. There's a line in there. He says something like, it just sounds like it's all like because he was the one that used to talk about drugs way before all that. He would talk about drugs like he would talk about drugs.
Yeah.
And he made punchlines about drugs, which is where you get all these little
Xanax Bar 2007 shit.
Yeah,
all the pillheads were on that.
He's you could tell is the biggest influence in a lot of these rappers, and like
I agree.
That alone is how he fits back into it. Is that he is in this game. He is part of this modern rap that you hear. He's not gonna have to go so out of his way to be a part of it because he's. Even without him, the spirit of him is in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like
he's definitely a dad to a lot of these dudes.
Just listen to the song with him and Swiss Beats. It's a perfect example of how it like.
I'm gonna have to check that out by the time our next episode.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
But now, out of these new artists, who do we see him working with? Do you see like a Lil Wayne and like Lil Yachty track?
I do not see that.
You see him messing with like...
I see him messing with some of the more popular new artists.
Yeah, what do you think would be an interesting collab?
I think Wayne and Uzi would be an
I could
interesting
see that
collab.
happen.
I think that's something that's very possible. I think him and Lil Baby could be.
Ooh.
They're both from New Orleans.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's.
I would like that a lot.
That's one that's very possible. Maybe like him and The Weeknd. I know Weeknd's not a newer artist, but we never really, we haven't heard.
They never
like
did
that.
tracks.
Yeah, no, and maybe like people like maybe some of the more serious rappers.
I was thinking
coming
that.
Up,
I don't know why. I was thinking Dave East.
No, I don't know.
It would be weird, but I'm just imagine him. I don't know. I want to see him like. Dave East is a bad example, but
Tekashi, I think, is someone who isn't too far-fetched to be paired with Wayne.
I mean, he has some sort of a working relationship with Nicki,
yeah,
so
it's possible. It is. I don't know. I think that we will see one of these new guys on there. I think with knowing Wayne, you'll see like a T.I. or a Jeezy or for sure a Jay-Z.
No, we know the old guys.
Eminem.
We know the old guys. We covered this, Craig. Come on now.
Yeah,
we know this.
that's right.
But now, I'm going to just switch the topic a little bit. How is his relationship with Drake going to be? Because remember, Drake shouts it out. Drake loves Baby.
Yeah,
and Drake still
shouts out how much he loves Wayne and how much Wayne is still like he looks up to Wayne.
Of course.
In the past year they put out 2
but
tracks
Drake,
together.
How's Drake going to be? Is he going to be like neutral with this?
I think so. I mean, he's put out in the past year, I'm pretty sure 2 tracks with Drake. They didn't surface for whatever reason. It's him. One of them's him, Nicki Minaj, and Wayne, which to me I was always a little baffled to how see it not get some kind of radio shine or play or anything like that. I would love to see a joint project with them. I think it makes sense.
It would be cool.
At a time where a lot of people have been doing it, and they had spoke about the Watch the Throne kind of thing.
Oh, the Young Money version, but Young Money's like version of Watch the Throne.
When Kanye and Jay-Z did that, they kind of tried to do like a collab, but I don't think he's too irrelevant to do it still.
Remember when Wayne and Drake was supposed to do an album? A Wayne and Drake album, quote unquote?
Yeah.
No. This is what I'm talking about. This is back to Birdman, how he's like the shittiest person who ever existed. Birdman wanted to do a Big Timers album. Him, Wayne, and Drake. You don't remember that?
No.
That's a fucking Big Timers album?
That's terrible.
What happened? It was fresh and stunning, and we like brothers. We shine like paint, Daddy, this all summer.
This episode make me hate Birdman, I like Birdman. It's terrible to hear this, but that's really bad. Because Weezy's one of my favorites. So
he'll never be on the level, I feel, of like Jay-Z, Diddy, Dre when it comes to like moguls. He'll never have like...
Yeah.
Maybe he'll have money like them. Who knows what he'll invest in. That's what it's all about.
Not if he keeps doing business like this. No one's going to work with him.
That's true.
That's it. I think we need to talk a little bit about Carter 5. And what I'm expecting of it, what you're expecting of it. We talked a little bit about who we think he's gonna work with. Who this album in particular, I think, is something that may have been recorded over like a span of 4 or 5 years, and it may have some of these it may have like a Young Thug on it somewhere. I know they had beef back in the day, but
I was just gonna mention Young Thug because I was thinking of this. Can we see Weezy beefing? Beef's back. Eminem and MGK are beefing. Pusha T and Drake have that thing. Who could we see Weezy beefing with? Honestly, you said it right there. That's the first thought of my mind. Young Thug.
Yeah, I mean, Young Thug is a...
It's Baby's second son.
It is. I don't think we see beef between them. I think we're gonna see the old... I don't know, this Carter 5 thing, because based on Carter 4, which I personally didn't like that much, I don't know. I'd be surprised to see this come really be like a classic album. I would be surprised. I think the mixtapes, the dedication tapes he put out a little less than a year ago, were insane. I think that's the route he should be going.
That's the mixtape Weezy.
That's what we need. The album Weezy was always a little different, so
I agree.
I
feel mixtape Weezy is how he I think he was blown. He was blown, but mixtape Weezy is how he blew internationally. Yeah, I could see a few singing features, but I'm looking more forward to the MC features. Mm-hmm. What MCs do we think will be on Carter 5? I think there'll be a Drake track.
I think there'll be a Drake
track. There has to be a Drake track. That's his boy.
I think there'll be a Kendrick track.
I can see that.
I really think there'll be like Eminem track.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be. I really wouldn't be too shocked.
Been done too.
Eminem,
So. They're both in their megastar area together.
Yeah.
Like their megastar level.
There'll be a sleeper. There'll be a sleeper too. We'll get one like that. We out of left field. He's really not known for that, but I feel like we'll get one of those.
Because there's so many new artists for Wayne to collab with.
Yeah, there's too many of them.
He's never worked with.
Yeah.
Like we were talking before, these youngins in the game.
I think definitely I would personally love to hear a collab from him and Travis Scott. I think him and Travis Scott would be interesting together.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think.
Have Wayne and Travis ever done anything?
Not to my knowledge, and my knowledge
Travis,
is pretty knowledgeable.
Travis is... The time since Travis blown up, Wayne's been dealing with his legal issues with Birdman.
Right.
So, there's not really an opportunity for them to collab.
Yeah, and he's in...
What about Kanye West? What about Kanye West? I don't see a Kanye track in there. I don't. It's been done before.
Like I said, I could see a sleeper. Yeah, it's been done before. I don't think we'll see
I got one for you. A former collaborator of Weezy. T-Pain.
T-Pain, I would like to hear a Wayne and a Wayne Twain song.
A Twain song?
A Twain song.
A Wayne
a T-Wayne song. I would love to hear that.
Okay. Chains.
2 Chainz. Yep. I mean, they
did an album together. They're boys.
An album together.
They're boys.
Yeah.
Rich as fuck.
On there.
Yeah.
I could see Migos.
Yo, see, when you said another thing, Wayne, we talked about him putting artists on.
Yeah.
Players Circle was nothing.
Nothing without Wayne.
Was nothing. Wayne put them on.
Yeah.
And Duffel Bag Boy was hot.
Bro, Wayne.
In 07, I didn't even like that South shit. I was too New York for that at the time.
Yeah.
But he put him on.
Like it or not, and I'm not saying he didn't need it because he's the best. He really didn't need it, but like it or not, he needed to be put on, and Wayne put him on.
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah.
He put Drake on. Wayne gave us Drake. Wayne gave us Drake.
That's Wayne.
I'm not saying if it didn't happen with him, it wouldn't have happened with anybody else. I'm just saying he is the one that gave us Drake.
I feel Wayne, and he does not get enough credit for that.
He doesn't.
I feel
Drake
he put
is
Drake.
Always saying
he
it,
put
though.
Drake.
Drake is always giving him credit, and Drake is always giving him credit for it, bigging him up for it. You know.
He don't get enough credit for being a good CEO in the rap game, a good rap mogul. Yeah. He did the same thing for Nicki.
Did the same thing for Nicki Minaj. Same thing. She was nothing.
Think of it like this. He did the same thing for Tyga.
Yeah.
Tyga, he had his hits, but he wouldn't have done that without Weezy.
Yeah.
He would have not. Like Drake, he would have went somewhere else, whatever, like you said before. But
also,
a guy like him can't do that.
In his prime, right? In 2006 to 2000, we'll say what, 11, 12?
Wayne?
His prime, yeah. Think of how many songs he featured on, and those people would have never, ever saw the light of day without him.
That is true.
Think about it. Think about how many times a song without Wayne is not even a song. Like, we don't want to hear it.
You put Wayne on your remix in 2008, you're the fucking man.
We're all listening. And then the same thing happened with Drake, but before it happened with Drake, it was Wayne.
Yeah.
And,
honestly, I feel, and I'll get a lot of flack for this one, I feel Drake has, in superstardom, Drake's succeeded Wayne.
I think...
Come on now, Craig.
Wait, I think that we always saw that in Drake, that he was going to be this superstar. Not that
He's a chosen one.
Just different than Wayne, but way more than Wayne could ever achieve.
If Jay-Z, as he said himself, and the self-proclaimed Jordan of rap, I'd say Drake's the LeBron of rap.
Drake
It's a beautiful comparison when you really think about it. Jordan was from a different era. When the people debate about LeBron and Jordan, they debate, but he played in this era, and he played in that era. Jay rapped in that era, like Drake runs this era, kind of.
Yeah. And came up in 2008, 2009.
Is he?
Drake, yeah. When I still
it was 9. Best I ever had was 2009.
Yeah, well, he was before that. I remember a mixtape.
No, but that's when he was on. And the ransom shit. The ransom shit
is what put him on.
But no, Best I Ever Had put him on to everybody.
Yeah, and Kanye produced that video.
Fucking Kanye.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That's for
best video he ever produced, by the way, for those who don't know that.
And with that being said, all of Drake's success, Weezy's the man behind it.
Weezy is the one we credit to that.
he's not behind his success of making songs.
Right. Which
But
I think is the
he's
biggest
behind
part
success
about it.
of putting him on and that early promotion.
I think that's the biggest thing about it too, is that Weezy just let him be Drake. Imagine Weezy or anybody tried to put their hands and said, "No, we're gonna do that." No, Weezy knew what he had and said, "This is."
That's some Kanye shit.
Yeah, he
That's
just
smart.
Left it alone.
Wow.
And said, "You do your thing."
Honestly,
I
feel ashamed right now.
You do your
I feel
thing.
I never gave Weezy that type of credit.
Was Weezy on his first album?
What was his first album?
Drake's album?
Yes.
It was, right?
What song was it?
I don't remember. Oh, at the very end of the album, right?
Yeah, no, that was the second album. The very end, it was Hell Yeah, Fucking Right. That song was horrible.
No, that was his.
I think that was the second.
That was on Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
Take Care was the second.
So third.
Yeah. His first album, I don't know if Wayne was on it. Spotify that up. He has Miss Me at the very end.
Miss Me.
Miss Me, a great song too. Yeah. Good song.
If he puts Wayne at the end, I guess that's the formula.
Yeah, one song. Like, you know, Drake, Wayne
Yeah,
was
there'll be a
all over
feature.
his first album. You didn't sound like Wayne. You let him be Drake, and that's
why
what
they worked well together.
Yeah, it is.
They're just like, you see rappers try and buddy up and do stuff like that. You got to be different to do that. You can't be like look at Jay and Kanye.
Yeah.
If they do a Watch the Throne, they should do their own Watch the Throne with Nicki. I feel Nicki shouldn't be involved, and that's not disrespect to Nicki. I feel like it should just be Drake and Wayne doing MC things.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have its hits, obviously. Who are we kidding? Like, Wayne and Chains. They're similar, and that's why, like, that tape wasn't bad, but
it was good.
It's not, like, iconic, like, Watch the Throne, where, like, if number 2 was coming out, people would be like, oh.
Yeah.
Watch the Throne 2 is coming out, people are wetting themselves.
Right. Well, I mean, if Drake and Wayne did an album, I think that would build up some kind of...
That could be on that level.
No,
I'm just saying, sometimes people do these albums together and, you know, it won't be right. You know what I mean? The chemistry won't be right, or the songs won't be right.
Now. That's another thing.
Since we're on that topic, and this is way off the topic, we're into a whole other, like, area of hip-hop with this one.
What else? No, keep going.
Kendrick and J. Cole.
Yeah. We're never getting it.
We're never getting it.
Never getting it.
Oh, it's a shame.
I mean, it's been too long now. I mean, they probably did do it just to do it. You know, they're the type of. I mean, rappers do that all the time.
What about Em and Royce on the double album? I feel they're like similar in rapping, so it wasn't as good as like a Wayne and Drake could be.
Yeah.
And a Watch the Throne is.
Yeah.
All right, right now I'm kind of just saying
It's not even that you're dick riding. It's not.
I don't know. I feel like I'm dick riding a little bit.
If you compare it to all these other double albums we've gotten in the past few years, like none of them are even worth mentioning. Really, give me another.
That could be a whole episode.
Give me another rap duo.
Good double albums. Imagine we had like 2 bingo machines, right, with all the new guys and the old guys, or all guys in general. Spin it, and it's like, all right, how would these guys' double album go? That's an interesting episode for
do some mixing
during like a dead news week.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, we're gonna cut this.
Yeah, where did we leave off?
We were talking about double album. We got a double album. So
how? Wayne and Drake.
Wayne and Drake.
About Wayne and Drake.
Yeah. All right. We got sidetracked as usual, but Carter 5 needed to keep it.
Definitely need it. I definitely need it. And I think I speak on behalf of most of the hip-hop community that
hip-hop as a whole.
We need some Wayne in the game. Free Wayne. You know, a free Wayne, creative Wayne, doing what he wants.
No shackles, free reigns.
That's what we want.
I like that.
That's what I've wanted. I think we've all been waiting for it for too long now. It's been Carter 5 has been around, the word, the thought of it, the idea, the album. It's been around for years now, and it's time to come out, I think.
Well put.
I think it's time to come out.
Well put. Before we go, I think we should just take a break and bump the Swiss song. And then come back with a reaction in a minute. I mean, I don't own that shit, so I'm not going to play that shit.
But we will.
I'm not getting sued.
But I will.
No. He might.
I'm not getting sued. I can't afford a lawyer.
Okay. The Lil Wayne Swizzy song.
Well, Swiss still got it.
Has been bumped.
That's for sure.
Swiss Swizz does what he does. It doesn't change, and we
don't.
don't want it to change.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We don't want it to change.
That's a good point. That's very well said.
But in 2018, when the song first came on, it sounded a little dated to me.
Okay.
But dated like 2014, 15. I'm not talking about like 2006 dated. Okay. But I was saying like it's old in the first verse. Then Wayne starts spitting in the second verse. In a very positive way. I was like, that's the old Weezy.
Mm-hmm.
He put the voice on, slanting like Kenichiwa and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's alright. This is the first little taste of what we're going to get.
Yeah.
But you gotta also consider this. That's in Swizzy's world. It's like a Swizzy song.
Right,
Showtime!
But
and all that.
You still hear Wayne on it, though.
We're gonna hear Wayne in his own element.
Mm-hmm.
That's Wayne in Swizzy's element.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Free Weezy.
Alright. Until next time, thank you for bumping.